We're going to talk today about a book that I currently read, well, a trilogy I currently read in the last 4 months. I read once per month, which is this one. This is the last book, The Toll by Neal Shusterman. The first one was The Scythe, the second one was Thunderhead. They make up a trilogy called Arc of the Scythe. Basically, this is a series set in a dystopia, utopia, if you wish, kind of scenario where humanity has achieved immortality. There is a benevolent, not ruler but the guide, IA, that does all the things people need to do. So basically, they this supercomputer thing that lives everywhere in the clouds. In this case, controls everything from schedule for people, things that people need to do, nature, and so on. Even animals. They explain this a bit more on the books. Basically, everyone has nanites, and within them, even the animals. And basically, she can control the animals. And humanity. She guides them throughout their immortality. People still get old, but they are revived, basically. So they die and they are revived. But since people can have children, and there is a limit of population you can have on Earth, we have these guys called the Scythes, and they basically are death. They gleam, what they call gleam. It's not kill. They gleam people. They have like quotas, and they gleam people. This is how they achieve somewhat of how to control humanity, basically. The Scythe and this being Thunderhead, they don't mess one another. So basically, everything the Scythe, or the Scytheron, as they call them, all together, do, Thunderhead cannot intervene. Everything else, Thunderhead can intervene. Basically, if someone is trying to mug another person, Scythe, the Thunderhead can intervene. If he's a Scythe that is killing someone, either because they want or because they are in the bad mood and so on, Thunderhead, even if it's in a bad situation, they cannot intervene. Okay, basically that's it. The whole synopsis of the world. It's very interesting, to be honest. I think the author could have dwelled more about the issues that all of this, either these benevolent IA, they specifically says that they don't need humanity to do any kind of jobs. They just do it because, or else, what to do with immortality? Imagine that you have immortality, but you don't have a job. After what, hundreds of years, boredom would be setting in. I believe. That's why I think, now thinking about it, helps on the Tolkien there. That's why probably they don't evolve as humanity, because they have all the time in the world, so they don't evolve. That's my mentality about the elves and immortality. Immortality can be good, but I think it's more than not a blessing, to be honest. Okay, he could more dwell on that. He could more on all the IA controlling stuff, instead of utopia being a dystopia and so on. But the author doesn't really go that far. The story in the first novel, it's a story about two persons, Sintra and Rowan. who are trying to learn the arts of the Scythe. One of them is going to become a Scythe. The problem is that they become involved romantically, and there is all of that IA kind of situation. I can see why people were a bit turned off about that, but to be honest, it was a very good, interesting novel about this dystopian world, and I want to learn more. So I started the second one. The second one focused more on the Thunderhead and about a third character, and less about the Rowan and in this case Anastasia. Sorry, Scythe. Okay, there was an aftermath of the first novel. I'm not going to spoil it, but basically, one of them became the Scythe, the other one that one had to kill the other. This killing here is a bit, as I've said before, I'm not going to dwell more on that, but basically, the author introduces another character, and I think that either this book, the second and third book, were okay. I wrote the first. It was a success, and it was close-ended. There is no need to more anything else. But the second one, the second novel, okay, it seems something didn't feel as interesting because instead of dealing with these characters' evolutions in this world, we got more focused on the Scythe, or on its work, on the politics behind. Another new character, I wasn't that invested in it. And then the second novel ends with a cliffhanger, kind of, like it's not like the first. The first one, it's closed. You can read just the first and be happy. The second one, not that much. You have to read the second. If you read the second, you have to read the third, or else you're going to be very unhappy. The third one, this one, the author tries to close all the points that he had from the second novel, and it was okay. I'm not saying that the book is bad. Okay, but there are 2 or 3 things that upsets me. The first one is there is a bad guy. Okay, not in the first novel. In the second one, it appears this bad novel, Godpart, whatever. He's trying to overthrow Scythe from within, and he wants to do things his way, not have quotas and so on. So being a bad guy, Machiavelli, going to do stuff. On the third one, the second guy had all the power that he wanted, but still, in the third one, he made mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. He's like, imagine that meme of a lion and then a cat, a scary cat. Yeah, that's it. In the second novel, he looks like a goddamn lion. Yeah, and the third novel, he looks like a cat. The author doesn't focus as much in him. He makes mistakes after mistakes. He could have been killing everyone that was opposed to it, but instead he's just whatever. It's like he's okay, let's go here and there. It's very, very strange, to be honest. I think that character was completely stupid. Sorry to say this, but it's completely it doesn't make any sense to treat that character like that. In terms of politics, okay, I have to address this. In the first one and the second one, there is no politics. The author doesn't care about today's politics. But on the third novel, and this was written, I believe, in 2019, so America was going through some identity politics and so on. So the author just, okay, let me put some person from LGBTQ just to say I put it here. It's not an important word, it doesn't have any relevance. It's just there, and everyone, it's okay. It's it's so unrealistic. It's so forced. It's so visual signaling. This is virtual signaling at its best. I'm currently reading another novel, Alice in the Wonderland by Krista Henry. This one was written in 2012, and I've read one book over, okay, The Girl in Red, which is also set almost in the 2019. It's the same thing. You have the identity politics. You have I have a black lesbian handicapped person. Let's put it there, and it's the main character. But it doesn't matter if she do things that she would not be able to do. It's so forced. And this one is the same, because in this novel in 2012, no politics at all, nada. It's the first. The character is a woman. Okay, it's a woman that is finding herself. Everything is okay, good. I'm enjoying Alice. Here, why? If these people really believe these things, they should put this in the first in the main characters or something like that. They don't put in the side characters to say, okay, it's here, okay, you please don't cancel me, or please do this. And this author is I find it a bit racist against white people, but that's another topic, and that's something that probably I'm imagining. But there's some race stuff here that deal with it. Probably because it's a mixed race, I believe. If it's not, it looks like it. But there is some racist in this book here. Not the first one and the second one. So, if you want to read about the dystopian world, about immortality, IA, and so on, read the first one, Scythe. If you enjoy it and you want to learn more, go to the second and the third one. But beware that this one has some politics that are not that interesting. It's forced. They are forced. They are not natural. Okay. But yes, it's a conclusion. To be honest, I was a bit. I didn't enjoy the ending. To be honest. Okay, there are some revelations in this book. Not it in the second or the first. It was like the author was writing as like, okay, it's like he thought of something as he go along. He wrote as he go along. Yeah. So overall, I rate Scythe. I rated, I believe, 85. The second novel I rated 70, and this one I'm going to rate as 61. It's a solid 3. Okay, although these things upset me a bit, I wanted to learn more about Nastasia and Rowan. Scythe and Rowan, and in these books they become somewhat a kind of they share the main character with this other guy. I'm not going to talk about this because it's a spoiler, but it's like a religion that is battling Scythes. I enjoyed Thunderhead, to be honest. I think it was the most interesting character in terms of developing how it grew as IA. It was interesting to see there. So yeah, that's it from me. I really appreciate you listening this, and please tell me what you think about this book. If I'm not imagining these kind of things, maybe I am. The problem is with today's world, we can imagine things. Maybe if this was, I was reading this in 2015. Okay, book was not written, but you know what I mean. The problem is that our minds are being molded by this society, American society, American politics, and so on. Even if you don't live in America like mine, but unfortunately, that's how it is. So feel free to think what you think about this. Thank you and have a nice day.